We are days away from the opening of the Beltline Flex Lane as the Department of Transportation gives us a sneak peek at how it will work. Plus, former President Trump is again calling for the 2020 election to be overturned after a state Supreme Court ruling last week. And later, a burglary at a local nonprofit. Hear from the organization's founder as they try to catch the person responsible. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. Thank you for joining us. If you are anxious for faster commutes on the Beltline, and really who isn't, the wait is almost over. Wednesday, the flex lanes will open, hopefully speeding up traffic. News 3 Now's Arman Rahman has more.
Charlotte, the DOT is calling it the largest intelligent transportation systems rollout in Wisconsin history. Now, the hope is that the additional lanes will help drivers leave Beltline congestion in the rearview mirror, or at least make it a little less common. And starting on Wednesday, the part-time shoulders will open during rush hours and some events. It requires the teamwork of specialists in Milwaukee, checking 40 cameras along the Beltline and coordinating with local law enforcement.
So at the same time the cameras are operated from Milwaukee, we have a vehicle that's going to be driving and making sure the lane is clear. If they find debris, they pick it up. After the lane is determined to be clear of debris, then they initiate the signs and changing them from a red X to a green arrow.
Right now during rush hours, going from one end of the Beltline to another can take up to 45 minutes. The DOT hopes that the flex lanes can bring that to as close as 15 minutes as possible. But, you know, it's not just bad traffic that sparked this conversation back in 2017. Transportation officials hope it reduces the number of rear-end accidents on the Beltline as well. More on that tonight at 10. For now, on the Beltline, I'm Arman Rahman for News 3 Now.
Thank you, Arman. And for those who are on the road a lot, we're finally seeing some dropping prices at the pump. The national average for a gallon of regular is $4.68, according to AAA. That is roughly 30 cents lower than it was a month ago. In the Madison area, unleaded can be found for just over $4 per gallon. Let's get a look at the current traffic conditions and our certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton.
It's nice to hear things might be improving here soon on the Beltline, but the good news right now, we're just after 6 o'clock, and overall things on the Beltline actually look pretty green for your Monday evening commute. We've had a few slowdown spots earlier, but things starting to spread out just a little bit more. A lot of green popping up again along the Beltline in downtown Madison, and the interstates overall look pretty smooth. Probably need the shades for the drive home. We're still sunny in Madison. To the north, there have been showers and thunderstorms starting to enter parts of Juneau and Adams County, and we did see a quick shower pass through the Baraboo area about 2 hours ago. We have showers currently at the very southern edge of Iowa County, and this is really going to be the scene through the rest of the evening. A few chance spots for showers, but most of southern Wisconsin should stay dry. It's a live look over Madison right now. It's clouds, but overall sunshine. 85 currently, so temperatures are already pulling back from our afternoon highs. Dew points in the mid to upper 60s. So look ahead to the middle of the week. Wednesday will be quite pleasant in the upper 70s, but by the weekend and certainly into next week, it heats right back up. A little bit of a heat dome settling in for next week. We'll take a closer look on if we might see any relief with some rain showers in just a few minutes.
Former UW Chancellor Rebecca Blank says she will no longer be taking over as president of Northwestern University. This after being diagnosed with cancer. Blank announced last fall she would not be returning to UW after holding the position for 9 years. Blank said her diagnosis is aggressive and the treatment required would make it impossible to serve as president of Northwestern. The news came on what would have been her first day on campus as president-elect. She was previously scheduled to take over as president on September 1st. New tonight, a second case of what is presumed to be monkeypox has been identified in Wisconsin. This one is in a patient in Milwaukee County who is currently isolating. The first case was confirmed in Dane County a couple weeks ago. As of last Friday, the CDC confirmed about 770 cases in the U.S. After the state Supreme Court decided on Friday Wisconsin cannot use ballot drop boxes to collect votes in the future, former President Donald Trump is renewing his calls to overturn the 2020 election. As political reporter Will Keneally explains, lawyers say that's impossible.
That's right. So it's the same line that was litigated at length in 2020, where some of the pandemic-era practices illegal. Courts repeatedly ruled that they were legal, but Trump used Friday's state Supreme Court decision as a jumping-off point during a rally Saturday in Alaska.
I said illegal?
The former president said it was big news to him when the state Supreme Court said Friday that ballot drop boxes were not allowed under state law. And he renewed his call to get the state legislature to overturn the results of the 2020 election, something which lawyers say can't be done.
Just as I've said all along, the use of these unmanned, unsecured drop boxes was never authorized by the state legislature, but partisan radical Democrat officials simply did it anyway. They just put these boxes all over the place.
After his rally Saturday, he took to his own social media outlet to call on Assembly Speaker Robin Vos to recall the state's Electoral College electors, a move that both Vos has rejected and lawyers say is impossible.
Well, I think the litigation about 2020 is completely settled. The courts allowed all of those ballots to be counted and dismissed all of those suits.
UW-Madison political scientist Barry Burden says there's no path forward to relitigate the 2020 election, but those who question the results still get something.
But now I think for the folks who were pushing those lawsuits and have been unhappy with the outcome since then, they've now gotten what they wanted. Drop boxes will not be permitted anytime soon in Wisconsin.
And he says this will be harder on the clerks who actually run the elections.
Yeah, in these small communities, the clerks are just neighbors in maybe a community of a few hundred people, and they are answering questions for voters and collecting ballots and assisting with voter registration at their kitchen table and at the bowling alley.
So Burden's group, the Election Research Center, released a survey last year of 700 municipal clerks. 3/4 of them said that they support ballot drop boxes in some form. Right now, drop boxes would have to be staffed by somebody at the clerk's office.
The next public hearing with the January 6th committee will happen tomorrow. It is expected to focus on white nationalist groups and how Trump responded while the Capitol was being attacked. Sources say a former spokesman for the Oath Keepers is expected to testify publicly. Also developing, Trump's former chief strategist Steve Bannon says he is now willing to cooperate after months of ignoring calls to testify and facing contempt of Congress charges. And in Wisconsin, a key Republican leader in the state assembly has decided to resign early rather than wait until his term ends. Majority Leader Jim Steineke announced in January he would not seek re-election, but today he says he will resign on July 27th rather than serve out the remainder of his term. The Kaukauna Republican was first elected to the assembly in 2010, and he became the majority leader in 2015. President Biden today hosting an event at the White House just weeks after he signed a new gun control bill into law. The legislation was passed in the wake of shootings in Buffalo and Uvalde. But since that time, there have been other mass shootings. Victims of gun violence joined the president at the White House, hailing the passage of the nation's first major gun legislation in nearly 30 years. President Biden is calling for the return of the assault weapons ban of 1994 that he helped pass when he was a senator.
In that 10 years it was law, mass shootings went down. When the law expired in 2004 and those weapons were allowed to be sold again, mass shootings tripled.
Just last week, another mass shooter used a high-powered military-style assault weapon to kill 7 people at a July 4th parade in the Chicago suburb of Highland Park. Governor Evers today signing an executive order for flags to be flown at half-staff later this week in memory of retired Juneau County Judge John Romer, who was killed last month. He was shot inside his home on June 3rd by a man who also took his own life in Romer's basement. From sunrise to sunset this Wednesday, which is the day of the funeral, flags are to be flown at half-staff. And overseas, Japan is bidding a final farewell to former leader Shinzo Abe this week. A private wake is being held in Tokyo today, followed by a funeral service tomorrow. A larger service is expected at a later date in Abe's hometown. The former prime minister was gunned down Friday during an outdoor campaign event. New at 6, a local nonprofit is hoping someone in this community can identify someone it believes stole thousands of dollars of equipment from them over the weekend. Camp Creatability is showing News 3 now these photos. The founder of the organization, Debbie Armstrong, believes they show the suspect who broke in. The nonprofit works with kids who have disabilities, offering them a chance to participate in the arts. Missing from the weekend burglary, an expensive projector, studio cameras, and a studio backdrop, totaling about $10,000.
I'm just disgusted. I can't believe that he would even consider, violating, people with disabilities and trying to make a better life for themselves. I don't know. It's just devastating.
Debbie started Camp Creatability 10 years ago and says her group has to work hard for every resource they have. She truly just doesn't understand why someone would do something like this and hopes the person who did comes clean. Still to come at 6, getting ready for what are some of the busiest shopping days of the year, believe it or not. Plus, we'll check out a pretty cool recreational opportunity made possible by a Wisconsin power company. Stay with us.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Most senators couldn't tell you the cost of a gallon of milk. Thanks, Ruben. Or how much beef has gone up this year. But I'm not like most senators or any of the other millionaires running for Senate. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked third shift. I know how hard you work. And I know that by bringing manufacturing home, we create jobs and we lower costs. If we want to change Washington, we got to change the people we send there. I'm Mandela Barnes and I approve this message.
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. People around the world are getting set for major online discounts. Amazon's Prime Day sales event starts tomorrow at 3 a.m. Eastern and goes for 48 hours. Discounts will be offered on many items, including electronics, home goods, and toys. Whitewater kayaking is bringing a wave of thrill seekers to the Wisconsin River. Over the weekend, Wausau Whitewater hosted what it calls a recreational release when an increased water flow rate from the dam creates a rapid. Jade Fleury spoke to some kayakers about their experience on the water.
WPS opens their hydroelectric dam a couple weekends of the year so kayakers can hit the waters.
We have a whitewater course here in downtown Wausau that runs off of a dam, the same dam that provides electricity, hydro dam.
The whitewater flow makes the perfect practice course for paddlers.
We'll have about 80 to 120 people show up. They'll practice river running skills and freestyle skills, just getting better at the craft.
Clint Massey and Willie Heindel are advanced kayakers. Massey has been kayaking for 8 years, while his friend has taken part in the sport for 15 years.
It feels at home, you know, it just feels like I'm with the nature that I belong in.
Massey says the best part about kayaking in Wausau is being with fellow kayakers.
You have a whole group of people that are kayaking with you and encouraging you, getting into features, surfing, and it's just a huge family vibe. It's a wonderful experience.
The paddlers say kayaking is also a great way to get a workout in.
So it's actually a lot of core that you're using when you're kayaking. A lot of people think it's mostly arms, but it's actually, you're doing a lot of core rotation, so it's a really good ab workout.
Wausau Whitewater's recreation release isn't just for the pros, though. The weekend is also a chance for beginners to get their feet wet.
It's approximately a 2.5-hour lesson, and it's $50 for the lesson. So it's pretty inexpensive and an easy way to get a taste of the sport, see if you like it.
That was Jade Fleury reporting. The next open water event is July 23rd and 24th. And there is more to come tonight. When we come back, the Madison Police Department taking its Leadership Academy to new heights. Plus, after a chance for rain tonight, we're looking at a pretty warm and dry work week ahead. Dana Fulton will have her full forecast next.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Right now at Steinhafels, save big on all of our best sellers. Start with savings of 35% off store-wide. Then get great deals on all of our best-selling mattresses, bedrooms, sofas, dining rooms, and so much more. Something for every style and every budget at the guaranteed lowest prices. So shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com during the Best Sellers event. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
I'm gonna miss you. At Prudential, we can't tell you when your kids will finally go out on their own. But we can at least make sure that when they do, you're ready. That's why millions rely on us for the rock-solid strength that helps you plan for and achieve your retirement dreams. Whichever road you take, who's your rock?
OUTLAW. That's what can happen because of the Supreme Court, and Ron Johnson's with them. The Supreme Court's decision ended abortion services in Wisconsin, and Ron Johnson supported the decision, making it illegal in Wisconsin, even in cases of rape and incest. Doctors can be prosecuted, a woman's right to choose criminalized. Johnson even said, if you don't like it, you can move. Ron Johnson's not for us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angels Senior Living Community is built on a foundation of authentic, local care. A framework for living well. Windows to take in the beautiful future. And is crowned by the pride that one's home is one's castle. This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living. Built with the help of angels.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Madison Police Department's Leadership Academy is taking kids to new heights. Kids who are conquering obstacle courses and zip lines in the challenge course at Madison College this morning. This is all part of MPD's annual program starting in 2019. They partnered with Big Brothers Big Sisters to build a stronger bond between youth and police. The program targets incoming 7th and 8th grade students, and it's designed to build trust.
Just be able to trust each other and just build that relationship between the police and the community. So as they get older and they say like, hey, I remember Officer Ray from 2022 when we did the ropes course. So just an opportunity for us to get to know them and for them to get to know us.
The Black Officer Coalition and MPD Community Outreach and Resource Education lead the camp. In the wake of a News 3 investigation, state officials are looking for ways to improve access to dental care for people with special needs. In May, we told you how some wait years in Wisconsin for dental care, when special needs mean a person needs care while either sedated in a dental office or under anesthesia in a hospital. Well, in recent years, the number of dentists providing this care has dwindled, and now state officials have changes in mind.
That reimbursement is nowhere near where it should be, and when the providers are providing this care, they lose money every single time. Every single time.
We certainly understand how hard and frustrating it must be for parents, for individuals to not be able to find those services.
Coming up at 10, a follow-up to our News 3 investigation showing the solution state officials are now working on to clear waiting lists in Wisconsin. And here's meteorologist Dana Fulton with a look at your first warn forecast.
It's a little warm outside, a little muggy, but still dry in Madison currently. We have some sunshine coming through. Temperatures in the mid-80s. We saw 86 a little bit ago, so we're already pulling back from our afternoon highs in Madison. Notice that cooler stretch there to the north. That lines up with where we're currently seeing showers. Dew points in the mid to upper 60s, so it does feel just a little humid. Those showers continue to creep southeast, though they're breaking apart a little bit as they do, so not expecting our entire area to see steady rainfall, but we have had a few isolated showers pass through right now in the southern portion of Iowa County and just north of Madison. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do have that lingering shower or two pop up over the next about 4 hours or so, but most of the area staying dry, and again, that's really trending more for the southeastern counties. Warm temperatures expected this week. Wednesday will be our pleasant day. Then things get a little warmer Friday and a little warmer still heading into next week. Next week's going to be hot outside and a little more humid. Looking again at the next few hours, these shower chances mainly in the southeastern counties. We could see a few more rain showers pop up, though, before midnight, before things become mostly clear looking ahead to the start of Tuesday. Temperatures will be in the mid-60s early in the morning, a comfortable afternoon with high temperatures in the lower 80s. There's a slight chance for a shower yet again late Tuesday, but heading into Wednesday, we're going to move into some sunshine and a really pleasant middle of the week. Mostly sunny skies for Wednesday with high temperatures in the upper 70s. That breeze will be coming in from the north, so again, a really pleasant middle of the week before our heat ramps up just a little bit more looking ahead to next week. Not a lot of rain in the 10-day. We could still really use it. It's a little dry outside. Our drought monitor, abnormally dry for most of southern Wisconsin, mainly Madison south, but we're starting to see that moderate drought status creep in south of Milwaukee and for the southwestern corner of the state. We're a bit behind schedule, and it doesn't really seem like we're going to chip away at that deficit much, at least in the next 10 days. Our 6 to 10 day and our 8 to 14 day outlook really in agreement here with warmer temperatures next week. Lines up with what we're looking at for our 10-day. The heat kicks on a little bit more. Highs tomorrow in the low 80s. It will be breezy outside. Wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour with that slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the late afternoon and evening. Otherwise, mostly sunny heading into Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, again, our pleasant day with high temperatures in the upper 70s. Thursday in the lower 80s, and Friday, we're in the middle 80s. That's where we'll stay heading into the weekend with our humidity ramping up a bit more for the weekend heading into next week. It looks like we'll have some showers and storms late Friday into Saturday. Otherwise, next week looks dry and hot. Highs close to 90. Heat index readings expected to climb to the upper 90s through the work week.
And coming up in sports, Braylon Allen receiving some high preseason praise. The list he found his name on is next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What happens to your body language when you use Dove Dry Spray? It shows. Try Dove Dry Spray. Our weightless formula with 1/4 moisturizers is effective and kind to skin, leaving you feeling instantly dry and confident.
$5,000 a year. That's the burden of Joe Biden's inflation tax on Wisconsin families. They can't afford it. From the grocery store to the gas station, we're all paying the price for Biden's massive deficit spending. Ron Johnson has the courage to say no to spending that is mortgaging our children's future. And his small business tax cuts help them compete and survive the pandemic.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we provide trusted brands and products at fair and honest prices every day. That's why if you find an item we carry someplace else for less, we offer Blaine's Best Price Promise, the guaranteed lowest price, or we'll match it. Right now, 20-pound bags of Blaine's Cardinal Songbird food are just $14.99. Get 60% off our entire stock of Carter's Kids clothing. And Country Classics canning jars are buy one, get one free.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. It's Terrific Tuesdays at Hy-Vee. This Tuesday, Farmland Sausage, only 99 cents. That's right, only 99 cents. Cheez-It Crackers, only $1.99. Gatorade, only 99 cents. And 6 packs of 7-Up products are only $1.48. Tuesday only. And save even more during Red, White, and Fuel. Right now, save up to $5.34 per gallon with your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
McGann Furniture and Flooring has a question for you. Do you have a hard time sleeping comfortably through the night? Is your mattress 10 years old or even older? Chances are you're due for a new one. Mattress technology has changed a lot in the last 10 years. Our experienced staff will help you find the right style, construction, and firmness that will give you years of sleeping comfort. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. With delivery and disposal of your old set, we make it easy to have the bed of your dreams at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
It's a mealtime staple, but it's also one of the foods most likely to make you sick.
Tomorrow, we're sharing advice for keeping harmful bacteria out of the ground meat you eat.
Are we gearing up for another heat wave, and when can it arrive? Tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
There's something about the Senior Players Championship and Wisconsin natives. 2 years ago, Jerry Kelly won it. Last year, it was Steve Stricker's turn, and then on Sunday, Kelly finished first with Stricker right behind him in second. But the moment of the tourney wasn't a shot from Kelly. It was his interaction with little Marlo. The 5-month-old was at her first golf tournament and left with a signed hat and a picture with this year's champ. With the win, Jerry Kelly jumped up from 6th to 3rd in the Schwab Cup standings. The Madison native is right behind Steve Stricker, who also moved up 2 spots to 2nd. Big things are expected of Braylon Allen this season. Just last week, Jonathan Taylor said the sky's the limit for the sophomore running back. This week, it was Athlon Sports giving him the nod. The college football publication released its preseason All-America teams, naming him a second-team All-American. Allen is coming off a freshman season where he rushed for over 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. Nick Herbig was named to the 3rd team. Fresh off a top 10 finish golfing in the American Century Celebrity Championship, Aaron Rodgers, according to an ESPN poll, has been tabbed the league's top quarterback. Patrick Mahomes follows the Packers QB, with Josh Allen coming ahead of Tom Brady. Former Badger Russell Wilson was 8th on the list. The matchup is set for the Badger women's basketball team in the Big Ten ACC Challenge. Wisconsin will host Florida State on December 1st. The meeting will be the second ever between the two schools, with the first coming back in 1987. It will also be a homecoming of sorts for Seminole senior Aaron Howard, who played high school basketball at Madison East. 2-time defending home run derby champ Pete Alonso will look to make history in this year's derby and become the first player ever to win back-to-back-to-back titles. The former Mallard made it official today and announced he'll be swinging for the 3rd straight home run derby title. And speaking of home run derbies, the Mallards are having one of their own this week, but with a little twist. On Thursday, before their game against the Green Bay Rockers, Badgers softball players Maddie Schwartz and Fiona Giardo will compete against a pair of Mallards, with the top 2 advancing to the championship round. So.
It's perfect baseball weather.
It is.
We're in it.
We are, yeah. Hot, sunny, dry. It's baseball-y outside.
I like it.
Baseball-y.
Yes, baseball-y. That's the official
technical term.
It is. We study hard to learn these
spell
things.
that?
No one, nobody
Is
asked
that
me
with
that.
a Y or an E?
We're low 80s.
Yeah.
For Tuesday, sunny. Wednesday, Thursday, mid-80s for this weekend. Might see some showers. Saturday won't be baseball-y. The next week, close to 90, a little humid outside. Also looking ahead to the work week.
All right, thank you. Baseball-y, look it up. All right, have a great evening, everyone, and we'll see you back here at 10.